let me show you how to get your mini sewing machine to work absolutely perfect. So I see a lot of people actually struggling with this machine, since obviously it's not the highest end model, and it obviously needs a bit of help here and there to work it. Yeah, for it to work the best. So I'll simply show you some different things that you need to know, and also help you basically understand why it's maybe for example skipping stitches, maybe it's why it's not, for example, catching the bobbin, maybe why it's messing up the basically like stitches again, or maybe doing something with the fabric, or maybe mangling up or stuff like that, or not even properly working. So there are basically like multiple different problems that you are going to focus, but most of them basically comes down to the either you have the wrong tension of this machine, or also it's not properly set up, or maybe your needle is simply bent out of shape, or you're simply not using suitable fabric for this machine. So when it comes to the fabrics for this machine, so again, it's kind of low-end machine. If you actually try to sew incredibly thin fabric, so which is very flimsy, you will see all kind of problems with this machine. So in my opinion, it can't really handle extremely thin fabrics which do not have much strength and structure. In my opinion, the best fabric to sew with this machine is denim. So you see, like it's like a very decent fabric, so it has strength, it can get good stitch inside again. So yeah, it simply is what it is when it comes to this lower end machines. Also, again, very important that you have your needle obviously straight and not bent. Also, I'll show you how to sew with this machine as well, so not bend or damage the needle. So yeah, also when it comes to the needle, also it has to be threaded from the left side to the right side. I see a lot of people install the needle incorrectly or thread it from the other way. Again, that might also cause problems. So maybe let me show you how to actually set it up properly. So I'll simply start from scratch here. So remove everything here, and I'll show you the most common issues people face with this machine. So obviously, yep, we can feed it from here, or also the top, so the thread. So put big spool here if you want. Again, first through that. So first, yep, let's put this through here. Okay, just like this with a spring. So simply observe what I'm doing. Maybe you simply haven't set it up properly. Okay, through here. And then through this thing here. Okay, and this over here is probably the most important part of the whole sewing machine. So this is your tensioning disc over here, and your thread has to sit inside it. So you see a lot of people actually do not even include the thread inside, and then it properly won't tension and will create huge problems for you. So again, make sure it sits between these two rings here, and it's properly tensioned. Also, when this sewing machine was delivered to me, in my opinion, it was adjusted way too tight. So again, it was basically even breaking the thread for me often. So what I did, I simply relaxed the tension, so on the left side essentially. So depending on the type of fabric you are sewing, so again, incredibly thin or maybe multiple layers of very thick fabric, again, you have to actually constantly adjust this. So either increase the tension or decrease the tension depending on how thick your fabric is. So again, maybe literally take a scrap piece of material that you can practice and simply sew through with it while changing the tension in different ways, and you learn basically how it responds best. Okay, yeah, anyway, back to the setting it up. Okay, so next through the arm here, and next through here. Okay, let's drop down the needle, through the needle. Okay. Also pay attention how actually smooth it actually goes through these holes. I see when this sewing machine works, it also sometimes like to wrap itself around like this, for example. So observe if it hasn't done that. So it's known to do that. So all these contact points, maybe it simply has wrapped around in some incorrect way, and that also will cause problems for you. So again, it's known to do that let's thread the needle. So again, for the needle we have to thread it from the left side to the right side, just as I'm showing you. Okay. Okay, not being very successful here. Okay, anyway, once that's done, also let's move to the bobbin. Also, another important thing, when you start to thread your bobbin, make sure your presser foot is up, otherwise it won't properly catch and set it up itself. So again, make sure your presser foot is up. I see a lot of people skip that. So we take our bobbin and position the thread on the right side of the bobbin. So make sure it's not from the left side, but it's coming down from the right side, and then drop inside this tiny guide here. And next, also what you have to do is you have to hold the top thread. I see a lot of people do not do it, and again it won't properly set up then. So hold with a bit of pressure so it doesn't go anywhere, and then again rotate your direction counterclockwise. This it should grab it. So you see it did actually grab. So let's try again. So if this happens, if it doesn't grab the first time, simply repeat. So this is absolutely great example. So I want to show you even that even for me it doesn't even work properly sometimes. So again, if that happens, there's really nothing else to do. So simply repeat it. Simply like this. Okay, so you see it finally grabbed. So only on the third try. Again, this is completely normal for this machine, I would say, since again it's a low-end machine, obviously. Okay, so maybe let's do it once more up close. Okay, so again, make sure it's dropping down from the right side, drop inside, and again leave maybe some 10 centimeters hanging at least. So again, then hold it. So again, it's important you hold it, and again let's hope for the best. Okay, so you see all good this time. So you see it brought itself up. Okay, and also another important thing that I will show you. First, let's replace this. So your top thread actually has to be fed through this, through the presser foot. So like this, and it should ideally go like this. So you see it goes, drops down on the. So make sure it looks like that. Then also when you are starting to sew, another extremely important thing that you need to know. So let's take some fabric. So let's put it down here, press it down. So before you actually start sewing, basically with the button or the foot pedal, you have to actually manually rotate this wheel down once. So you see, once down and once up. So if you do not do it, again, this machine is known to actually cause all kind of problems. It will mangle the thread. It will if you have tried, you probably already know what it does. So again, make sure to rotate it once down and once up before starting it. Okay, I didn't have batteries. Okay, let's try again. So you see it actually sews very well here. Also, when you are sewing, when you want to release the fabric, so again, first make sure to pull up. This also, you'll see what happens. So if I actually try to remove the fabric, so you see it doesn't actually want to be removed. So what you have to do is you simply have to grab the top thread here and simply pull it away so it becomes slack. Again, low-end machine problems. So you see, and then it releases very well. So again, do not actually try to pull it, otherwise again you might break or even bend your needle, and then again it simply won't work at all. So let's cut it off and you see all good. Also, another thing I have noticed that it sometimes likes to wrap the top thread around the needle in some weird way, and then again it won't give you a good result. So again, before start sewing, make sure it's properly straight and everything is okay there for the top thread. And again, this over here is probably again one of the most important things of the sewing machine. So again, I simply suggest you to take like a scrap piece of fabric that you can practice with and simply let it through several times as you are changing the tension and simply learn how it responds the best to the certain fabric. So again, depending on how thick, thin or the type of fabric you are sewing, again, you might have to retention it differently a bit to get the best result essentially. If you still have some problems with sewing machine, also what I suggest do is simply grab another sewing needle and try to change it over. Maybe again it has simply bent itself, so even if it's like bent tiny bit, again it probably won't engage the mechanism and again won't catch. Also make sure your needle is properly installed, so you see it has this one flat side, so the flat side has to face this part of the sewing machine, so it simply goes inside like this, so the flat side on this part. Again, when I'm installing, again, you can kind of even freely install it in whatever direction you want, but if it's not installed properly, it will simply create problems. Also, sometimes maybe with a lot of wear, if you are sewing a lot, basically this needle might even like come out of this place. So again, the mechanism here again isn't very high end. So, and you can pretty much install the needle in any way. Maybe if it gets twisted, if it gets loose, maybe the needle simply has shifted in the wrong direction. So simply also observe that maybe that is also your problem. Anyway, good luck.